This morning I woke up thinking about my life. Am I going to live in a van forever? Or am I going to go back and get a 9-to-5 job that I hate? Maybe buy a house where I'm stuck stationary and maybe get a white picket fence and a wife. And at the same time, I might as well get a group of grumpy old buddies so we can sit at the coffee shop and complain about the life, and complain about politics all day because we're grumpy and miserable. Nah. I think I'm going to think about my future van life.
Every day I get out of my van, I always turn around and look at it and have the same thought. That damn, this is my house. The place that we call home every single day, 365 days a year. Yeah, I made my bed this morning. I am so proud of moving into my van. I am proud that I have everything I own in that tin can right back there. Every time. Never fails, every time. Just proudness, right to like, whoa, as high as it can go. I feel good about what I'm doing. But there's a but. I often wonder, am I doing this van life stuff all wrong? Because I drive by nomads that are parked out in great places like this one, and I'll go down the road that way and up into the backcountry for a bit, and then I'll come back 2 weeks later, and they are still sitting in the very same spot. They haven't moved at all. And it makes me wonder, is that relaxing? Am I maybe not doing things right because I can't sit still? My brain's always going like this, that I don't know how to pause and slow down and actually thoroughly enjoy those spots. So, what do you guys think? You think I've gone about this whole van life journey completely wrong? That me getting antsy every time I wake up and just want to drive down the road? Because damn it, that's a nice spot. And we are right beside a river. It's quiet here. I could sit here for weeks if I wanted to. But I don't want to. All I want to do right now this morning is to start my van and head down the road. Why? I don't know. Where? I don't know. I can't sit still. So if you are the kind of person who's living in a van or an RV or in an overland adventure rig somewhere, let me know. Do you guys sit still? Do you actually park and camp it somewhere for weeks on end? Or is there more people in the world like me that has a brain that just always wants to roam? Because I can honestly say, I don't know if I know how to sit still. I've tried. At the beginning of this pandemic last year, I used to force myself to sit still because the towns were weird and things were awkward, so I forced myself. The longest I stayed in one spot was 3 days, and I thought my mind was gonna go crazy. 3 days. Normally, I stay the night, I bounce in the morning, and that's my standard routine. Stay the night, bounce in the morning. Am I doing this wrong?
I don't think you can live life the way you want the wrong way. Everybody may have an opinion about it, but you know, at the end of the day, this is my life and I get to live it how I want to live it. And I understand why some nomads just sit still, because I see my gas bills. I know, being on the move all the time comes with a price tag. So I think that's why some nomads enjoy to sit still, because it allows them to take their budgets a little bit farther in that month and, well, you know, maybe be able to save on gas and buy more beer. I get it. Hey, hold on a second. That's actually a good idea.
Having portable power in the van means that if I ever want to trim Cruz's nails, I can just take my nail trimming business over to him. because to have him come back to me in order for me to trim his nails probably ain't gonna happen. So we're gonna go ambush him. I got something for you, buddy. Is that okay? Hey, hey. You stay here. Just trying to sneak away. Hey, stop being sneaky. I see you, bro. Where are you going? Hey, little bugger. That's okay. We're just gonna keep following him. Just trim those nails, buddy. Hey, where you going? I love it that when Cruz seeks safety, he always goes under the van, and I love that. If there's ever been a loud noise somewhere or anything out here that's ever startled him, he always runs back and hides underneath the van. And I love it that he finds security and safety in the same place that I do, right there. I don't find it under the van, I find it inside the van, but I think it's really sweet. Good boy, Cruzy. Good boy. These dog bowls were made by the same guy that made the interior of my van, Overland Interiors. And they're great. He's got them all epoxied on the inside so they don't take on water. And they get loaded full of water because my dog's a slob. So when he slurps out of here, it goes right down there. But when I pull this out, it's got a giant pool in the bottom. My dog bowls are screwed to the ground. There's a screw there, and we just put some silicone over top so the water doesn't leak through. Yeah, these bowls are great. I'm trying to sit still this morning. Sun's out, good spot. Nope, not the brain. Not the brain. The brain wants to go do something. So we're gonna go feed the brain and go do something. But I wanna share with you guys some thoughts that I've been having recently about the future of my van life. 4 years in September is a long time to be living in a van. And I feel that the deeper I get into this lifestyle, the deeper I want more. I want more out of my life. I want more out of my day. And I want more out of the adventures that we're doing here. So I've been thinking about some of the upgrades that we're doing to my van coming up. Because yes, we have some pretty badass upgrades coming to that rig pretty soon. But I've been pondering, ain't gonna happen this year. And it might not even happen while I own this van. But I've been thinking about getting a trailer. Pause for a second, pause. Hear me out. Not a trailer just to haul like more junk. I've been thinking about a trailer that I pull part-time. Like when I know I'm going to be doing backcountry adventures for a couple of months, I'll go back to a place wherever I store it, load up my trailer, hit the road. Here's why I've been pondering a trailer. Imagine that. With a custom built off-grid adventure trailer that matches the van. Maybe the same matching rims, just something that looks super badass. But imagine the trailer is narrower than the van, so it's not very big. And it may be, I don't know, a little shorter than the van. And only about as long as a quad.
Yep, a quad. I've been deep in the backcountry before, and a couple of quads go flying by me, and I'm like, oh man, that looks like fun. Should I get one? And then I came across this picture, and I got inspired about the trailer. I'm like, building an off-grid trailer, something custom done that I can put my quad inside. Oh, I'm dreaming now. I'm just dreaming.
Here's where this thought's coming in. Because I have a hard time sitting still, keeping my mind occupied enough while I'm camped out in an amazing spot. What am I gonna do to pass my time? So I've been thinking about a quad, like a little four-wheeled quad. Put a little basket in the front and get something custom made to secure cruisies so we can sit on the front of the quad, allowing us to make home base somewhere in the backcountry and yet go out and entertain my mind on the quad while we go deeper into the backcountry, into places that my van just won't take me. So my thought is have a small trailer that just fits a quad, but yet have the trailer equipped for more longer stays in the backwoods. So the trailer would house a generator for power on poor days. It would house extra fuel and maybe a kayak on the top or a small little 10-foot aluminum boat or something like that on the top. Just an all-out, rigged-out, longer stay trailer. Hi, bird. I don't know how else to explain it, but I'm thinking something that matches my van so it looks super badass on the back. Good morning to you too, guys. They're in stereo sound. One over there, one over there. So yeah, guys, that was just my thought. Just to kind of have like the sportsy outdoors section to my adventure van. I would not want to pull a trailer full time, because pulling a trailer full time means that I break every parking bylaw in every town that I visit. And sometimes I do enjoy going to visit towns and cities. I wouldn't haul the trailer for those adventures. I would leave the trailer just for those summer backcountry months. You know what I mean? Or maybe times when I'm back in Vancouver for the winter, I can load up my trailer in Squamish and book it out into the backcountry and just go have some fun and maybe go kayaking on the lake and maybe take up fishing. I tried fishing before. It wasn't really my thing, but you never know where my van life is going. I have no idea. I just do know that the backcountry is calling me more and more as the months go by. The more I'm feeling more connected now with the backcountry than I ever did when I first started my van life. And I just wanted to be in the city. I think what has happened is my whole life I've been a club DJ. I had a day job I hated. So there's always been that crazy energetic chaos in my head. So when I first started my van life, that chaos that I was used to living with in my head is where I felt the most comfortable. But then after about a year living in my van, that chaos started to calm down a little bit. And the more that chaos calmed down, the more I was finding stress in that city chaos, where I'm finding more calm and peacefulness as my life slows down, being out here in the wilderness with two birds screaming at each other back and forth, or way out in the backcountry where we see nobody. So I just thought I would share that with you guys. We don't often make big, long, yip-yappy videos, but we have lately, and I miss making these little chatting videos, because doing these adventure videos and all these crazy backroad stuff, sometimes I feel like it doesn't give me time to share some of the thoughts that are on my heart and in my mind like we are here today. What do you guys think about having a trailer just for that off-grid crazy days? And I don't know, like equip it out with everything we need to stay longer. I am just thinking a generator, a quad, and extra fuel. You know how fun that I just snort? You know how fun that would be right now if we could literally just get on that quad and book it way up in the mountains somewhere and film things and throw the drone up in places where my van just can't get to, and then come back and sleep for the night and maybe the next day take the boat out on the lake. I think I would stay still longer if I had more things to do. What do you say, Cruz? You think you would ride on a quad? You think so? So maybe that maybe that setup will be coming next year. Maybe it'll come in 2 years. Maybe it'll come when I ever upgrade my van. I don't know, but it has been on my mind.
Van life, because normal life sucks. Yep, That about sums it up. And we got t-shirts and sweaters and blankets and banners, whatever you want, if you believe that statement. Because I do. Because normal does suck. That's why I'll never get a white picket fence and a group of buddies to whine and complain with. I'd rather be out here in the backcountry in my off-grid rig. Weirdos unite.